All right, so the question often comes of I'm doing production. How do I ask my branch manager for more help? All right, we get that question all. So you're going to role play. This is the lovely Mrs. White. I think everybody knows that.
Hello.
So she's the boss around here. So I thought,
So am I the branch manager?
yeah, you're the branch manager. So we're going to do like a little quick role play here. The problem that I find a lot of loan officers deal with is like, let's say, and you can change the numbers, but you get the idea. Let's say they're closing 4 or 5 loans a month, 3 loans, 4 loans, 5 loans, 6 loans, something like that. And they go to the branch manager or the company owner and they say, I need some help. And the branch manager, 9 times out of 10, will say, well, as soon as you're closing this many loans, say like 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever that number is, well, then I'll get you some help. And I remember it happened not too long ago, and I asked the guy, I said, well, so how long you been working at that? He said, for like, 4 years now. I go, wow, so how's that working out for you? That's always a question. How's that working out for you? Not so much. I said, so the reason why it's hard to get to that 8, 9 loans a month is you need help to get there. So if you go, well, as soon as you get there, as soon as you win the Daytona 500, then we'll buy you that fast car. Right? It doesn't work that way. You get the fast car first, then you win the Daytona 500. So, all right. And it's not that the branch manager is trying to be a jerk or anything. They just don't know, right? Because that's what somebody told them. So here's the script. You've got to have help to get to that next level, guaranteed, right? Always happens. And you can't wait until you get there to get help. It doesn't work that way. Or if it does, it'd be very, very short-lived, and then you're burned out. In my case, the lovely Mrs. White, how come you're never home? And so here's the script. So Maria's my branch manager, and I'd come up to her, and to me this is like a little bit of a heart conversation we're going to have here, right? Because this is serious stuff. And the branch manager, is trying to maintain their P&L, right? It's got to be profitable, right? Which makes perfect sense. And it might be that I need to share a help with 2 or 3 other loan officers, depend upon my production, right? Which is okay also. So all right, so I'm coming to you and I'm asking for help. So I'd say, Maria, I really enjoy working with you. And you've been so helpful for me, and I really appreciate it. And I'd like to make you even more money. So, but I need your help with that. So, Maria, do you trust me? Now, at this point, she can say one of 2 things. She might say, I'm just being honest. No, I don't trust you. And so I have to go, all right, did I do something in the past where she doesn't trust me? And if I have, well, then I need to work on me. If she says no and I haven't done anything to warrant not trusting, I need to think about where I'm working at. Just being honest, right? So that's almost never going to be the case. But do you trust me? No, you have no reason not to. This might not be a good match, right? Not with you though, honey. Right?
No,
okay,
of course
yeah.
not.
All right. So what's going to happen? Almost always, Maria, do you trust me?
I'm going to say yes.
And you're going to say yes. And I say, oh, I appreciate that, and that's well placed. I need your help. I want to make you more money. Not I want to close more loans. Not I want to make me more money. I want to make him or her more money. You follow me? Because that's what everybody's sitting in that chair going, what's in it for me? So tell them, I want to make you more money. But I need your help to do that, and I need you to trust me. So here's the deal. I need somebody to help me chase the bank statements and pay stubs and help answer the phone. If appropriate, maybe help with some applications or at least setting up the appointments. I need help with that to get to the next level. And so I need you to trust me. I want to get an assistant, right? And when I get this assistant, they're going to help me with some of the paperwork while I go get more loans coming in. I'm going to do more marketing, more coffee appointments, more office appointments, more teaching classes, like whatever it is, that thing that you do that brought in more loans. And I'm going to do that activity while the assistant is helping me with some of the paperwork and chasing the pay stubs and bank statements and things like that. But here's the thing. So let's say I'm at 5 loans a month right now. I need you to trust me for 90 days. If I don't turn that 5 loans into 8 loans here in the next 90 days, we can get rid of the assistant. I'll never bother you about it again, and life is good. But I know I can turn that 5 into 8 and maybe even 10. will you trust me for 90 days that you'll help me get an assistant, and that I'll get that 5 and turn that into 8, or I'll take that 8 and turn it into 12, right? Whichever number works. Will you trust me for 90 days that while you help me with this assistant, I'm going to bring in more loans and help you make more money because of that? Would you trust me for the next 90 days? And man, that's it, right? Then comes the answer. And if she says, well, Carl, as soon as you get to 12, we'll get you an assistant. Maria, it's not going to work that way. I can't do that. That I need the fast car before I can win the Daytona 500. I need the great quarterback before I can win the Super Bowl. And so that's the basic script. Now, if she says, no, I'm not going to trust you with that, well, we have another conversation that we might need to have, right? That's probably not going to work out so good. Almost never will that happen, though. Almost always they'll do this. So, and I like it for 2 reasons. Number one, I've told her why I want an assistant is to help her make more money, which I will. And the other thing I've done is I've given myself a quota that I have to. That's right. I need to take this 5 to 8, or the 3 to 7, or like whatever that number, or this 22 to 42, like whatever that number is for you. And so I've given myself a quota. And so I got to step up to the plate here, because what your worst fear is you're going to get me an assistant, and then I'm going to spend more time down at the beach, skipping stones during my work hour, during my work day, and I'm not going to go out and get more loans because of it. Now you've just increased your overhead, and you don't have any more loans coming in because of it, right? And that's a valid fear. So that's how I do it. Now, sometimes they might say, well, like, it depends upon how many bips you're getting, you might need to contribute some of those bips, right? You like let's say, and I don't like talking about bips, but let's say I'm paid more than average, like way more than average. You might say, well, Carl, I can't afford to get you an assistant with you getting paid the amount of bips you are. So I might have to do a contribution there, right? But again, for most people, it's probably going to fall in line, and that as long as you close those extra loans, it will work into the P&L. So I just want to caution, again, if you're super, super high on your bips, well, the higher the bips, the less support you're going to get, and that's just the way it works. So you might have to contribute a little bit, but most of the time that's not the case. And as long as I close more loans, you're okay with that. So that's the "Do you trust me" script. All right, well, this should be helpful for you. So, hey, just in closing real quick, if you want some help, like with scripting, or you want to know, hey, what is kind of normal? What can I expect? And on the help, what do they look like? Where do you find them? What do you pay them? What if I can't afford one? Or who does what? Like in my branch, like who does what, and what are some of the things that you can expect the assistant to do? Would be happy to share with you a list that ours uses. And if you want to get on the horn and just kind of share ideas about what you can expect, and we're happy to have that conversation with you. And then just take that information back to your branch, and it'll give you I think it'll give you an advantage of having that conversation. And again, this is not about winning against the branch manager, right? That's not what this is about, because it will make, in this case, her more money, right? It will. And so this is a win-win kind of thing. So yeah. So if you want some help with that, or who does what and what our assistants do, or you brought up a great question. Well, what happens when I hit that 8? What does 22 look like, and when do you get that next assistant? And somebody that's closing 40 loans a month, what does that team look like? We'll be happy to share with you a conversation for you to take back to your own branch and implement where you are. So somewhere in here, there's a link. Click on the link, and it'll ask you a couple questions, just kind of like, what does your team look like, so we can prepare for the call, and we'll map out what a team for you would look like. So.